Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This week we have a posed VIP suit, we have a new flash pool and a makeup associated with that. We have a 7-day gift, happy childhood, the return of fashion contest come Monday, and an event suit with a new makeup. So there's a lot going on. In addition to, at the end of the video, we are going to go over as many of the updates as I have record of and that I have found, because they have, if you more than likely noticed that they have updated the GUI, the game user interface, for the pretty much everything around the game. They've updated it, so a lot of the new task screens are sharper. They look different. That one, actually, of all the ones I could have picked, that one is the same. And so is ranking, I think, but you'll notice that there's big changes in the guild halls and all over the place. And so we'll discuss all of that at the end of the video. So to begin with, let's go ahead and start with our VIP suit. She is $100. She is a posed VIP suit, and I do believe she is a little bit glitchy. I think that waterfall is not supposed to flash like that, but I'm not sure. She is called Sweet Bouquet. This is her posed version. If we flip her, oops, I clicked the wrong thing. If we flip her, this is her basic unposed version. If you want the posed version, you must buy every single piece. She is $100 US. So you do have to buy every piece in order to get the pose. There is a makeup associated with her, and this makeup is actually the event makeup available this week in the event shop, and we'll discuss the cost of that later. But while we're on this screen, let's go ahead and look over all of the pieces. There's 6 pieces of makeup as always. New eyebrows. This is our first set of closed eyes. And I did have some fun seeing what all of the eyeshadows look like on closed eyes. They do look very silly. She does come also with a new face tattoo called Delicate there in the her right eye in the corner. It's quite pretty, and I very much like the new mouth. As always, I collect all of the pieces of makeup that I possibly can, because you never know when you're going to like something later when a new piece comes out to match it. So let's go ahead and take a look at her tags. She is Nature at 16,000 because she is a $100 suit. $100 suits are always in the 16,000 range. $50 suits are in the 12 to 13,000 range, and then event suits are in the 10,000, as well as rainbow garment suits are usually about 10,000. So Nature at 16K, Womanly at 8K, Classical at 6K, and then Quiet, Innocent, and Elegant at 3K. Let's take a look at her poem. Her tagline says, "Tall bamboos stand by mountains grand and waters bend. Beyond the dripping shadows, the sun caresses flowers askew. Imperial scents warmed by a breeze where willows grew. Inherent grace and rhythm, unmatched by blossoms' contest of hue. Rippling streams brim with clarity amidst white angelica anew. Picking orchids by the fragrant moon, cleansing feasts on isles turn. A constant weather as of March's own serene adjourn. Flowers' branches ever springing, though through seasons they churn. Wind sways the celestial ride, clouds part like a fan's concern." This is just a poem about spring. There's no story here for her, but that's okay too. She's quite pretty. She has a blindfold on, which I think is part of the reason they paired her with a sleeping face. Now, I will say, of all of the posed suits that we have in the game, this one is not as dramatic of a change. Still, she is quite beautiful. If you want to see her in other places, Eve is wearing her in the guild hall, so this is how she looks in your guild hall. This is how she looks in your home. Thank you, Eve, for being my constant model and bestie. Speaking of the bestie shop, you do not get your posed suit in the bestie area, unfortunately, but since it shows up that way in the house and in the guild, I think that's probably good enough. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the next parts of this event. We have a 7-day gift, and it is not an animated one, but you can see that I did purchase it. This is how it looks in chat. I did not think with a name like Insect Awakening that this would be a cute one, and yet it is beautiful. Weirdly summery given how dark of a theme it is, and yet I love it. I do tend to buy the purple ones, partly because that's my favorite color, partly because it's Chu's favorite color. This is a 7-day gift, and it's not an animated one, so it is $5, $4.99. You get the chat set, 300 gold, 4 recruit papers, and 2 lotus. As always, that is you'd think I'd have it memorized by now, and yet I don't. That is a 3,620 gold value for $5 US. Okay, now on to the next item. We're going to go over the new pool called Sharp Blade. The unique suit does have 2 pieces of lightning. I have double checked this. Her sword sparks as well as the lightning around her, and she is not the only heavily animated suit in this pool. Let's go ahead and take a look at all of the suits in that pool. If we come over to collection and we scroll all the way down, we can find Sharp Blades. I was shook when I discovered the other animated suit in here. Now, they did load in so many new features and GUI changes in the game that certain other parts of the game have slightly broken. So you can see there's no tagline for this one, and there is a new suit loaded into the luxurious pool. I'm assuming for next week that is just blank. There's no title and there's no tagline. So there are parts of the game that break when they do this, and that's just part of the reality of a game. You just need to take screenshots or screen recordings of any bugs that you see and report them to the developers either in-app or through Facebook, or if you can't do either of those, send it to us in the Discord, and we and somebody else might be able to find the same bug and send it through Facebook or through the game. So Human Moon is the first suit. She is the common suit, so that's the common suit. They all have weapons, so that's why this is called Sharp Blade. It debuted on the Chinese server last year, and I have been waiting for it to arrive ever since. She has a very beautiful sword array around her. She is the excellent suit. Let's go in. Oh, what is the tag for all of these? Are they all chili? No, they're chili and chivalrous, so that makes sense. Chivalrous being the sort of warrior tag. You can see she has a whip, beautiful. Hurling Lance is stunning. She has some truly beautiful pieces, her background pieces. Her wig is beautiful. She has like a heavy water and ice theme. She is our rare suit. Eagle Call, if you look at her left hand, that is an animated hand item. That is the very first ever in the game, and it is stunning. Look at her throw that hand so threateningly. Now, she does have the base default face, but imagine that with like the Empress's face or one of the other more angry ones. Isn't that the most incredible piece? And it's a hand piece, so you can put that in with any suit you want. Now, I will say both swords are the hand piece, so she has both the right dagger and the left dagger that she is bouncing, so you end up with both blades in hand if you equip this as your hold item. However, that's just incredible. The color scheme is beautiful, and the animated hand is... Let's move on to Horse Jump. The horse being slightly animated in the background is super cool. This is one of the more interesting suits as well. Oh, is her leg tattoo part of her shoes? It is. So if you wear those shoes, you have a leg tattoo. That's also interesting. And once again, we have an ombre hairstyle. Oh, her hair is quite big, actually, but you can't really see it underneath her suit. And finally, the animated landing sword. So she has this white lightning as the bigger background piece, and then her sword also has lightning. Her main dress is stunning, even without the swords, and her hairpiece is also animated. This is quite a heavily animated pool, and I think that's gorgeous. She is chivalrous at 13k, chivalrous being the main theme of this pool. You may have noticed as I was scrolling that I don't have any of these pieces. That's because I haven't done any of the pulls in it. So we get pools every few months, and if you have not had one before, then Don't worry, you do get 24 free, that's going to be in quotes on the screen, free pulls. So you get 14 from the task list that are fully, completely free. You don't have to spend anything to get them. You just have to complete your weekly tasks. So there's 14 of them in there, and then you also have 10 more in the shop that you can purchase for gold, and those are the ones that are the quote-unquote free. So that ends up being 24 pulls. It's 40 to open the box. Generally speaking, to open the box is about 25 to 30 US dollars. And opening the box will guarantee you one piece of the one piece. It'll guarantee you one piece of the unique pool. I would want that wig, or maybe the lightning, or maybe the sword, or the dress. I don't know. I want all of it. That suit is so beautiful. But like I said, 24 free pulls, and then you can also purchase additional pools. If you are interested in completing the entirety of the pool, that usually averages about $200. However, you do not need to completely complete the pool in order to get the makeup associated with it. This is cool. This is Peony Slumber. This is the second makeup available this week. It is available for 2 weeks. Let's take a look at it. It actually has 7 pieces. Eyebrows always. The new eye shape, eye shadow, and eye color are just stunning. I am excited to have the heterochromia eyes, where they're half blue and half yellow. And I think heterochromia is usually one blue eye and one brown eye, but I think it might also apply to eyes that are 2 different colors within the eye itself. I'm not sure. They also have tags and a story, but I usually skip that because it doesn't really count towards your battle score. And there is always a story involved as well, so you are welcome to read that if you want to. It's really pretty. I don't know if I would even use that facial accessory if I got it. And the newest thing with this pool is you can see her wig is now changing. She seems to be shuffling through a variety of different wigs we have in game to show you the makeup with other wigs on. If I remember correctly, it did not used to do that before. That is another new feature. To play this event, all you have to do is go into the stories that unlock each day. We'll go ahead and do the first one. There is a story you can read if you want to. There's always a story with these pools, and we will just select the top item. That's the highest scoring item that I have for this event, and then we're going to hit save. And for the very first one, you get 3 stars almost every time because the game is being kind to you. You get less and less stars as it goes on unless you happen to have parts of that suit. I, with my near fully upgraded closet, manage to get usually up to 72 or 90 stars from each of these pools, especially if I pull all 24 times. I have never managed to get the last piece though, because I've never spent that much money to complete one of these makeups. I do know you don't need the entirety of the pool, but you do need at least a couple of the dresses to do it, or at the very least the majority of the suit parts. So that is the outfit pool and the makeup that goes with it. Okay, what's next? We have a Return of Happy Childhood, and I will go ahead and just post the link to the Happy Childhood tutorial. That'll be that on that. Let's go into Top Catcher, which is a brand new event. We have not had Top Catcher before, so let's go ahead and cover that one, as well as the cost associated with both this event suit and with the makeup. So I'm going to buy some pulls here. They are 1 gold per 1 energy in the game, which means, or 1 gold per 1 currency. So everything, all of these prices that you see listed are the direct gold cost. However, we do have free pulls, and it is an updating task list, so I can't be 100% sure what the final cost will be, but from what I have collected so far from my tasks, the suit cost for both the makeup and the suit will be about 4,214 or less. So don't worry too much about this suit. She's not very expensive at all. The way you play her game is really interesting. So you can see here that there are a bunch of thieves in here. And the way to very quickly do this in one step is you want to get 50% or more of the thing reduced down. oops, I do need to apply more energy, and the fastest way to do it is to start slicing from outside of the boundary. Oh, I hate the mosquitoes. They have the most erratic movements. You start slicing from outside of the boundary and you hold your finger down to slice through in one smooth motion. If you're just trying to catch the edge of the boundary, you're going to struggle. So that's why you want to start from outside of the boundary, and then if you end up with a lot of them moving around like this, you just slowly shave slices off. I am pretty sure if you manage to get within the target, you get more points for the talent ranking, but as long as you are close enough, you'll pass the levels. Let's take a look at the rankings here. Yep, there is a talent ranking, so your score is also dependent on how many levels you've completed. So individual, as always, is how much gold you spend, and it always has gold tickets as the prize. Talents is how many, like, what's your actual in-game score, how many levels you've passed, and that is painting supplies. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Blessed Ribbon suit. I don't know about anybody else, but I am in love. I love this suit. There's something so beautiful about her color scheme and about her hair. I'm a sucker for white hairstyles. I do like how it fades down here. Her wig fades into like a ghostly sort of ombre where she just kind of fades away at the end. That's really pretty. Her like magpie birds are also really pretty. She is just a rare, so her score isn't super great, but you know, it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to collect them all. She is chilly at 4,000 or 5,000, mysterious at 2,000, animals at 1,600, and then sexy, elegant, and simple at 800. Let's go ahead and take a look at her tagline and her story. Her tagline says, "No one knows what she is thinking." That could go a number of ways. Fields of yellow blossoms mock me, not yet in sight. Laughing, for in my youth such beauty was slight. The moon descends to the edge of the sky, flowers by day arise. Night's breath seeps into lamplit blooms, casting shadows they surmise. Youth tossed away in shadows as flowers witnessed my plight. Soft willow fluff drifts across the ground, a gentle floating sight. I'm not sure what the poem is for that one either. I think it's just a nice little poem. Once again, she's a stunning suit, and for her suit cost, I have no complaints. Let's come over here, and we already looked at the makeup associated with it a bit ago, so I think that is all of the event stuff. Let me pull up the list of updates that we got, and it is quite a long list of things that they added, so pardon me while I find that. Okay, so after fashion contest, there is a farm home protection is coming. Spent a lot of money purchasing a protective shield from exotic merchants. It can shield your crops from thieves. So this will be unlocked when you grow to level 40 or you hit V1, whichever comes first. It protects your crops for 30 seconds after they are ripe. During the protection period, non-friend players cannot steal your crops, but your friends can help you harvest crops at any time. So if you did not know, when you go to a friend's house and you harvest their crops, or you send Yanair to do it, as I do, you and your friend each get crops. So you get some and she gets some, because you're friends. If you go to somebody's house who you're not friends with and you harvest their crop, you get some and they get nothing because you robbed them. On my server, that has genuinely never once been an issue. I haven't even noticed if people have done that to me. Because I don't really pay that much attention to what I'm growing in here, and I don't spend money on expensive seeds. Oh, they changed that. Now it has like a little... Wait, there was a logo there just a second ago of like a seed bag. Yeah, there it is. Oh, it tells you what you planted. Yes, we were hoping for that. So we did ask the devs for a lot of changes over a month ago now, right? And I knew it would take at least this long before we started to see them because they had loaded in 4 suits into the luxurious tab, right? So that's the 4 suits we were expecting for this month. They've only loaded in 1 suit in there, but they loaded in a bunch of maid suits I'm going to show you in just a few minutes. So we know they only preloaded 1 week of suits, but they did so many changes that I didn't expect them to load in a bunch of suits. So they take their time and they sort of set things to update into a schedule so that it's easier for them, right? So they'll drop a couple of changes each week, and then every few months they'll drop big changes. So I do remember in the suggestions list there was some things like this, minor changes. They did tell me that they would start with the easiest things first, which makes sense. I don't blame them. I would do that too. So the easiest thing, it looks like, is to add labels to your garden. So that's a good start. Let's see what's next. Guild Honor Hall is on. Hey, what's this shiny metal? So let's go over to the Guild Hall, which has many new changes, which I really like. So the Honor Hall now has this thing up here. So you can click on Honor Hall and it will have these icons here. You have 2 pages of icons. You have your guild sigil right here on the left. You have an overview of the 6 different medals, or yeah, let's call them medals, that you can get. So I am particularly in love with the guild battle number 2 ranking, not the one my guild has, but they didn't go back all the way to the very beginning. If we come into, oops, not that one, we're waiting on that one. If we come in here to Royal Assembly, you can see that this goes back to 2023, not 2022 when the game first dropped. If they had gone back that far, my guild would have every single medal, because I know for a fact we've been 1st, 3rd, and 2nd in the past. But I have no complaints about that. However, some people have noticed that their guild was never number 1 and has the number 1 medal, or they are number 1 now and they don't have the number 1 medal. So there's a few bugs in it. My guild was not affected by any of them, but that doesn't mean that they're not there. If I hit share, I can share this page to the world and the guild. That seems a little mean to do from the 1st place section, but the 2nd and 3rd place guilds might want to do that. If we go into record, you can see when you obtained these things. You can also go into overview to look at what each one is. You can go to the 2nd page to see the rest of them, but my personal favorite thing is the guild album. So we can share the guild album? Nice! I don't have anything in my guild album because I have the bug. So it used to have pluses here because I used to be the guild leader. The guild leader is the only person who's allowed to update the guild album. This is a bit of an issue. I would very much like for my officers to also be able to update, because I have the guild bug. I cannot, I have the upload bug. I can't upload anything. If my 2 deputies could upload things, that would be excellent. Because then the 3 of us could have things uploaded. I'm going to be using the Honor Hall album to update the guild rules for new servants. I'm going to be using it as an announcement board. So we'll have some screenshots of our victories. We will have guild rules. We will have all kinds of little things in here, notices about which bigwig we're going after. Anything we want to talk about, we're going to have posted here in the guild album. So we're very happy about that. We did ask for guild announcement boards, and it looks like this is what we've got. No complaints here, except for that I wish my deputies could also upload. Let's see, what's next? A new function guild album is added. We already covered that. Woohoo, I've beat you. New function preview is added to the main page. Ah, yes, I've been waiting to do this one. So up here you see Stronger, which I've directed your attention to many times, as it is very, very useful. The new feature is even more useful. So preview is going to be super useful for any of the new players. You can see there's Concubine title, and there is a prize of 20 gold. There is the home, and there is a prize of 20 gold. Clothes store. Are they all 20 gold? Yes, they're all 20 gold. But what's important here is you can see at what level each of these things opens. The clothes store opens after chapter 4. Relationships comes after grade 16. Palace fight opens after you pass chapter 5, 12, etc., etc. So if you are a new player, you just need to open this up now and see at what point you will unlock new features. For example, Rivalry for Glory is the newest one that they added, and it is heroine level 80 to unlock it, and it also tells you that there is an outfit to be available in there, as well as in Dreamed Life and Fashion Contest. So that is incredible for answering a lot of the questions on story mode. While we're in that, I've just been reminded they did now add the story and the tutorial for Mates and Marriage, Rivalry for Glory, and what was the third one I got pulled into? Rendezvous. So they added the tutorials for these two screens in here, as well as Rivalry for Glory, which I did not have before. A new chapter is added to the guild library. Let's go back to the guild library and see that new chapter. Oh, they sure did add one. You can see I'm not anywhere near to getting that, but I think some of my guild mates might be because they're able to go to Royal Assembly and I'm not. Let's see. Optimized. Crops names are shown after you grow them in the home farm. Yes, we saw that. Random bonus events are added to the main and side halls of Guild Battle. I can't show you that until this weekend. In the clothes collection, some outfits can be displayed in special backgrounds. I did notice that earlier. Let's go into collection, and I think some of the gorgeous clothes have special backgrounds. So let's just flip through and see if we can spot any. I could have sworn it was in here. Maybe it's only in the VIP suits. Let's go ahead and find one of the expensive ones. Kitty Lover is an expensive one. She just... oh no, it's not. I keep thinking that's the one suit. Oh, maybe we'll just scroll down to the VIP suits that I have. I think Night Watch had a special background. Yes, Night Watch has a special background. You can see it changed. And then True Love also has a special background. And then... did the unique suit in any of these pools get a special background? No, maybe not. So some of these guys do have special backgrounds now, so that's interesting. Let's see what else we have. A new button, Fast Evolve, is added in Clothes Upgrade. Yes. Okay, so if we go into Upgrade right now, and I see this wig, I want to evolve it. Where is Fast Evolve? I don't have it. What is this? Okay, I can sort them, but I could always sort them. Hold on, let me pause this for a moment and check the Discord because somebody I know posted this. Okay, so I will have it up on the screen. There is a Fast Evolve option, and it's possible that I don't have enough resources to evolve it completely, and that's why it's not showing up. No, I can. So I don't know why I don't have Fast Evolve, but other people do. That's interesting. So we'll deal with that. I will have to post a bug report. I don't have that feature. Oh, sadness. Okay. The order of outfits and outfit parts in Upgrade is optimized to find what you want to evolve quickly. So if we go into Upgrade, they have these. I don't know what changed here either, but given that I don't have Fast Evolve, it's possible that there's something bugged with mine. The matching mechanism in racing is optimized. You cannot pair match, but can only match alone or in a team of 3. Now, some people have wondered why they removed pair match. It is entirely possible that it was slowing down racing matches or making the game buggy in some other way. I don't know, but I do know that they have removed it. Some UIs in Encounter have been optimized. You need to refresh your challenge stars to get into the elite ranking. So if I go in here, and I go into encounters, it says UIs have been optimized, so user interfaces. Yep, that's a new screen. So like I said, we have a lot of new screens coming around that just look sharper and cleaner. Wu Zetian's skill Queen Glory is adjusted. The chance to add crit seal to targets is increased from 30, 40, 50% to 30, 50, 80. They buffed Wu Zetian to make her even stronger. So she is a Yang, I want to say strategist? Yes, she is a Yang strategist. She's already quite strong, but they've gone ahead and buffed her to be even stronger. The 30, 40, 50, 30, 50, 80 split is on Star Evolutions, I'm pretty sure. You can switch on or off the system notice of Royal Assembly in settings. So if we head over to settings and we scroll down, there's Bestie login reminder, Flower Assembly result, Royal Assembly results. Moment glitter, reject strangers, reward alarm, and secondary passwords. So they did add something for Royal Assembly. That's quite useful. While we are in that screen though, let's go back. While we're in that screen, I did find over here loaded into the images of the chibis, we do have 2 more now, Along the River and Moon Melody, that we did not have before. So expect 2 more $100 suits with the posed, with 2 more posed $100 suits with chibis attached to be coming at some point in the future. The pages of Pop-Up Packs, Treasure, VIP bonus, and some guild gameplay are renewed, so let's go into. That says Pop-Up Packs, Treasure, and VIP notice. So VIP, gift bag. This one is the same. Let's look into bonus. This is also the same. VIP bonus. This is different. Ooh. I like it. That's new. Okay, and then you can scroll through the different VIP levels and you can see the different prizes that you will receive as you pass through each of these levels. Oh, those floating lotuses are quite pretty. Okay, so a daily purchase limit has been added to rename card and pigeon. If you didn't know, pigeon is used to send a bestie a notification. I have 1. So now you can only buy 1 a day. I am pretty sure this is due to the person who bought 99 of them by mistake, spent all her gold and could not get it back without help from the developers. So I think that's certainly why you're also only allowed to rename yourself once a day now. That is probably to prevent people from creating too many alt accounts and just changing the name constantly. A daily purchase. Oh, you can search for makeups by tags and keywords now. Thank you, that's lovely. Aroma lamps are transformed into wish lotuses. The items in Sunny Bunny, Master Chef, Soft Desserts, and Butterfly Chaser should all be exchangeable for coins. If they haven't been, file a bug report. The error that players occasionally lose their challenge data in Guild has been fixed. So if you come over to Guild and you go into Compete, I never look at this myself, but there are trophies. Oh, that just takes you to the shop. Right here you can see, oh, Lady Mina decided to retire. I will be back. I promise you I will be back. So you can go into the event and you can go into damage ranking and you can see who is doing the most damage and how many awards they got. This is useful for people who are officers and guild leaders to see who's actually playing in their server and who is not. The display anomaly of legend buffs when a player views other players' servant attributes has been fixed. Okay, so let's go into Zhao. Let's go into compare and see what's going on in here. Relationship, home, chat, appearance, title, decoration, level, moment, records. What is it? Servant attributes. So let's go into arrays and then go into skills, equipments, bless. What is bless? That's a new one. I've discovered a new thing. We don't have blessings yet. Curious. Oh, I will say I don't like that they've renamed the Jades. It's fine that you change the icons, but please keep them the same name. That's confusing to change them suddenly. If you go in, you probably noticed that they changed they updated all of the designs for the armors. That's fine. I think that's really cute. They've also renamed them, which is a little confusing. But then I also don't think they were named in the correct order anyway. So let's see. It starts with dagger, Ares dagger, water sword, cloud sword, wind sword, Taurus pike, Pluto sword, Neptune sword, Uranus fan, Cancer blade, Leo whip, Mercury, Jupiter, Virgo. Okay, the names are questionable, but I do wish that they would take the Jades back to their previous names, because what is this one? Oh, I have to go in my bag. So this is still Common Jade, this is still Peacock Jade, this is still Crane Jade, but they renamed Phoenix Jade to be Carved Jade. Can we put that one back to Phoenix Jade, please? I do like the new Jade icons. They're really interesting, particularly Peacock Jade is very pretty. but it was less confusing when they had their like same names. Let's see what else. I know we've loaded in a few things. Let's go into spoilers. At this point in the video, if you're not interested in spoilers, you may click off. If we go into luxurious clothes, we can see the next suit that they have loaded in. There is, like I said, only one, and she has no information about her, but she is a wedding dress, so we can expect that. At least she is wedding at 2K, so she's just, whoa, she's not even, she's an excellent? This is maybe not an event suit. I don't think we've ever had an event suit that wasn't, at the very least, a rare. Maybe she's a free suit. Maybe she drops for free. I seem to remember there's some kind of welfare suit, some sort of free suit dropping with the big wedding event that the Chinese server had when they loaded in weddings. So I wouldn't be surprised if she's available in there. Let's go ahead and see the things that they loaded in. Every mate now has more suits loaded in, so expect to have those pop up. If we go into the dressing room, we'll start with Lord Chu because he is my hubby, and we have to. Dear Love is available in his marriage shop. You have to marry him for that one. And then Quiet Galaxy is his new suit that they loaded in, and he looks like an immortal descended from the mountain. Look at him, the super white wig and the lantern, and it's just the most beautiful suit. The swallows are a separate piece, so you could add them to any of his other suits if you wanted to. This is a contender for this, like, in my mind, this one and Star C are like top contenders. He's gonna be wearing this one a lot when this event drops. Let's go into Doc and take a look at his next suit. Feather hasn't dropped yet, but Teal Feather is the new one. I do know that. These two, oh no, he has, okay, that's a headpiece. Okay. I don't know what Secluded Song comes from. Does he have, oh, he has 2 new suits. Okay, I didn't scroll down far enough, that's my bad. He has 2 new suits, so, this is for sure the wig that goes with this suit, and then that background, it should be this one. So this is one of his new suits, and then if we flip to Secluded Song, and we take off Green Vine, that's definitely not going to go with him, and then we go down to Breeze Whisper, and then the wig that goes with this should be Sun Blaze. Am I missing? Oh, you know what? That hairpiece probably goes with this wig. So this is his second event suit. So he has 2 event suits loaded in, whereas Lord Chu only has 1 event suit loaded in. Unless I didn't scroll far enough for this too. No. Okay, so who's next? Let's take a look at the Emperor's new suit that's going to be coming down. Shared Feelings is his wedding dress. This is his shop suit that I don't have. Ooh, he has a whole pose. Okay, so Breeze. Definitely not Married Knight, I know that. Worldly Life and Sandwash. So that is the Emperor's new event suit that's been loaded in. And finally, Lady Lu. Let's take a look at what she's got. Just Queen is her wedding dress, and this is the next event suit that will drop with her eventually. Spring Clouds for sure, and I think I need to remove the hat that I'm wearing. Okay, and that is her new event suit that has been loaded in. There's also some VIP suits, but I don't know which VIP suits got loaded in, which ones were already there, because I don't really have that many of them. We will skip that. Skip. Okay, I think it's definitely not everything, and I'm for sure missing something because they did so many different changes, but I think we've got everything that I can think of at this moment. If I missed something, pop it in the comments, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye bye. Remember to like and subscribe for more.